What's good, people? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, it's the third and final episode of repairing my car. So what I gotta do today is put back the entire inside that we stripped out on the last video. So if you guys haven't seen the first two episodes, then I'll link those in the description below. But yeah, basically the last video stripped the entire inside. Whole thing's gone, man. Everything from up there, all this wiring's gone, everything. The rust is repaired now, so now it's just about putting it back together. This is the weld the shop did on the passenger side, so you can see there all the rust has been cut out and it's welded up quite nice. And here's what it looks like with the drain cover over it, so you can't even see it's there anymore. Taking all that apart was pretty difficult, but to be honest, in this whole process, that's the easy bit, like putting it back together. Man, I don't know how I'm going to go for that, so we'll see. I'm on kind of like a timeline for this, like it's Monday night at the moment, and I want this done by Friday night, so that's the goal, so we'll have to see how that goes. And before I get into this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to Colruyt and Custom. They're my local shop, you know, I always talk about them in my videos, but they came in so clutch with this, man. Like, they were real busy, but they still managed to fit my car in today, so it's all welded up now, I'm ready to be fixed up. So I really appreciate that, and plus, you know, they're always giving me their tools to use, giving me advice for free. They work on my car for free sometimes. Like, it's just a great family-run business and very trustworthy mechanics. So like, if you guys are in the Wellington area and you ever need literally anything done on your car, I'm talking like modifications, rust work, like literally anything you want to do, they can do it. You know, you want something like welded up, something fabbed up, literally anything. So yeah, I'll put their links in the description below, but huge shout out to them. But anyway, let's get into this video. I'm about to wrap it up for the night, and I've legit filmed nothing, so I really do apologise for that, but me and Adam were just in the zone, man. We legit got so much shit done tonight. I'm fucking surprised, man. I'll show you guys what we've done. So yeah, here's what we've done. So you can see we've got the blower motor back in, the AC unit, the heater core. We've got like a lot of the wiring sus, so get in there, man, get in there. We got so much done tonight, man, so I'm fucking pumped on that. I'm legit exhausted at the moment, Like, it's nearly 2 in the morning, I'll show you. 1:47 AM, so yeah, I'm fucking exhausted, man. So I'm about to just go to fucking hell, go to bed, but we'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll actually film some stuff tomorrow for you guys. What's good, people? So for this next section of the video, I'm just going to do a bit of a voiceover. So what's happening right here is me and my brother installing like the metal brace which the steering column attaches to. And what we're also doing is I'm just sorting out where all the wiring and stuff goes, because some of the wiring like went on top of this metal brace, some went under it, so it's kind of just like getting it in the right position. And yeah, what I'm doing is I like cleaned all this stuff down here, so it's like extremely dusty, very dirty, so cleaned all that because as some of you guys will know, I'm an absolute clean freak, OCD when it comes to my car. Like, it just has to be clean. Like, even though no one sees this shit, like, I know it's clean and it makes me feel good, so that's kind of why I do it. Like, even though you'd literally never see it. So yeah, I'm just vacuuming up all like just the debris and stuff that's down here. Now I'm just doing a bit of cable management, you know. I figured like I might as well do it while everything's stripped apart. So what I'm doing is I'm just zip tying all the cables that are down here. So this red cable right here that I'm zip tying, that's the cable that powers the sub and amp that's in the boot of my car. So basically that runs from the battery in the engine through the firewall, through the inside of the car and into the boot. So yeah, I'm just zip tying that wire to the wiring that's already there, just so it makes it more tidy, man. Again, like, no one sees this kind of stuff, but I know it's there, and it's just for peace of mind. Now that everything's cleaned up on this side, I'm actually ready to put the carpet back in. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm kind of just folding it back into place. Like, there's kind of like little tabs and stuff on the side that you can see here that the carpet attaches to, so it's not that hard to line it back up. You can see here in a second, like, there's like a bolt hole right here for the seat, so it makes it like kind of easy to get the carpet lined up in the right places. Obviously, if the holes don't match up with the holes for where the seat is, then you know something's up. Everything's lined back up now, so I'm just putting the last of it back into place. I'm doing the same thing on the other side as well. So these two cables you see here also run into the boot, which are for the sub and amp. So I'm just zip tying those to the wire that's already running through down there, just to make it more tidy. I mean, you don't have to do this, but for me, it's just peace of mind and just knowing it's tidy, so that's what I'm doing. So just here's a quick update of what we've got. So I actually managed to get this centerpiece in as well last night. It took me like a good 50 minutes because I didn't take photos of it and I just forgot how it went in. So like literally most of the stuff's just me just sitting here thinking about how this piece is supposed to go in and just like fucking around with stuff until it fits in. So it's just kind of boring to show, but yeah, that's where we're up to now. What I'm doing here is I'm just putting the top of the dashboard back in, and this time what I made sure I did was I left the steering column dropped. As you can see, it's still on the ground. And basically just what this allows you to do is it gives you more space up top to actually get the top of the dashboard in, because it barely fits in the car in general. And like when I was taking this apart, the steering column was still up, so getting this dashboard out was so difficult, man. Like it just took me so long, and I had to like have it on just a stupid angle, so this made it a lot easier. And yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm also pulling the cabling through for the Speedo, as you just saw. I'm just trying to align like all the cables in the right place before I like fully mount the top dash, and because otherwise they're not going to be able to get through. I've got it lined up nicely here now, so I'm going to go ahead and just bolt it back in. It's a bit of an update for you guys. So it's actually starting to look like a car again, man. We're getting there. We just got to put the heater controls back in, put the stereo back in, tidy up some of that wiring, put the glove box back in, put the center console back in. But all the hard stuff's done, man. Now it's just a matter of time and just bolting stuff up. I'm just putting the center console back in now, so basically there's just 2 bolts that go in here, and there's also a couple of screws, so once you've screwed those and you're good to go. It's the next day now, and man, we're getting there, man. We really are. Like, the car's nearing completion. I'll show you guys what I've done last night. We're nearly there, man. We are close. Here's how it's looking. So you see literally everything's put in. Like, I just have to get the 2 front seats, and I don't want to vacuum the floor as well because it's real dirty, but it's not bad. I also still got to put the fenders on and the front bumper, which I'm going to do now because it's getting dark out, so I'm going to get the car on the jack stands and do that. So a few tips for you guys on these big jobs is the first one being you want to organize all your bolts and screws into bags, and you want to label them. So you can see here, I mean, this is some of them. I had like maybe 20-30 bags at one point, you know. I just labeled what it is. So that's passenger fender, just so you know where all the bolts go, because if you just keep throwing the bolts randomly, like literally you have a very bad time. I learned that mistake the hard way on my first big job because I didn't organize the bolts and just had no idea where any of the bolts went. The second thing is you want to take photos and videos of absolutely everything when you're dismantling, because chances are, if you haven't done this before, you're not going to know what you're doing. And you know, at the time you'll be like, oh yeah, I'll definitely know how to put that back, but you know, give it a week and you come back and you're like, fuck, how does that go again? Because that was literally me in this job. I took apart some stuff like a week ago, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I know where that goes, come back to it now, and I'm just like sitting there thinking, fuck, how does this go again? I'd literally sit there just trying to work out how the piece would go back in, whereas, you know, if I just took a photo and a video of it, wouldn't have that problem. So, you know, I wasted a lot of time on that, but, you know, basically done now, so it's all good. But those are just some 2 quick tips for you guys. So as you guys can tell, the car's fixed now, so It's been a few days since I filmed anything, and yeah, apologies about that, but like I said earlier in the video, I was just on such a timeline, man. Like, I needed to get the car done, and I actually finished it exactly when I needed it too, so it was absolutely perfect timing on my part. But yeah, just didn't really like just film the process of like putting it back together, but you know, we're in it now. It's been a couple of days since it's been fixed, and it's been fucking running absolutely perfect, man. There's literally nothing wrong with it, so I'm so stoked on that, man. I'm fucking absolutely over the moon, because like I said, like going into this, didn't really know what I was doing. Like, wasn't really any videos that kind of explained how to do this that I found. So I was kind of just like winging it, man, and just like unbolting shit and just like learning as I went. So it was a bit of an interesting one, eh? There were parts of that, man, where I remember I opened the car door and my entire car was stripped. And I was just looking at it, I was just thinking to myself, like, how the absolute fuck am I going to put this back together? But you know, here we are now, we're sitting and it's fucking put back together, so I'm glad I figured it out. You want to put yourself in these hard situations, man, because it just forces you to just grow. Like, that's what I'm learning by doing all this kind of stuff, is that I have no idea how to do this. Like, it's hard as fuck for me. I'm just like putting myself in the situation, and I'm just going for it, man. I'm just learning from all the mistakes I've made, so it's been pretty good. Just stoked the car works, man. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. So this is the third and final episode of fixing my car. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.